BRSR. We have been hearing about this and want to understand what exactly is this. So if you are a business entity working in India, then there is a mandate by government. You have to do your reporting responsibly and sustainably. This particular way of reporting your business is called BRSR, and this was started in 2015. So in this video, we'll talk about an overview of BRSR, how the framework of BRSR works, and what is the methodology by which solutions can be given. Solutions are available in various forms, and you have technology platforms to solve this value chain and core principles. So let's deep dive into this. BRSR, which is Business Responsibility and Sustainability Reporting. The journey started 2015 when Government of India, SEBI, that is Security and Exchange Board, they came out with a policy that any organization which is working need to have a responsible business conduct. They need to declare their process policy, and they also need to connect with their suppliers. So they came out with a framework which was called BRR, which is called Business Responsibility Reporting. Later on, as sustainability and global warming and environmental changes came into effect, India wanted to leapfrog and move into the next dimension. So in 2021, they started BRSR reporting. And this reporting basically covers ESG, that is environmental, social and governance policy and frameworks. And in 2023, government said that have the top 1,000 companies of SEBI need to follow this. So the basic tenet of this follows NGRBC, that is National Guidelines on Responsible Business Conduct. And BRSR has got multiple factors. So let's look into how this is done. So BRSR is divided into three sections: A, B, and C. Section A, which is like overview, it gives companies identity, operations, and stakeholders. Section B talks about policy, management, and governance and leadership. Section C is driven by 9 NGRBC principles, and it has got two subsections: essentials and leadership. Essential is mandatory. So of these 9 principles, 6 are mandatory for companies, 3 are leadership. So a company which wants to grow and take a leap forward, wants to create their own leadership, want to show others what value proposition is, they need to follow this also. So total 9 principles which are there, and BRSR is further divided into core as well as BRSR. So BRSR is annexure 2, which, as I said, there are 9 metrics, 9 principles which are there, and BRSR core has got separate value chain. So your suppliers, your distributors, all of them need to follow the business conduct responsibly. Why this was required was that generally when you are doing business, you are dealing with 3 major entities, or the main purpose of business. It's about profit, it's about people, it's about planet. So all these 3 pillars are very important. Most of the organizations, when they start, they focus on profitability. Later on, they go into people, and at the end, they give very little importance to planet. So government wanted to make sure that if businesses are operating out of a country, out of a particular region, they need to follow these guidelines. And that's why BRSR was there. And when you talk about value chain, they also need to make sure that the suppliers, the distributors, all of them follow these core metrics which are defined. And these metrics from these suppliers can come out in segregated format, which the company needs to declare and convert into an aggregated format. The timelines are very clear. 2024-25, top 150 companies of SEBI, they need to declare their value chain, 75% of the value chain. And next year, they have to do 250 of the SEBI companies needs to declare this. So it's very important that if you are working in India, you have to follow these norms. How does this solution come into play? So if you look at the whole thing, it's very complex. Your organization, your suppliers, distributors, and if you're talking about a mid or a large organization, you have more than 1,000 suppliers. And if you go to tier 2, it becomes 3 to 4,000. Getting data from that, bringing to one platform in 1 year reporting, it is almost impossible. If you really want to do proper data delivery, and if you want to do value add to your suppliers, it's important. And it's also duty of the organization to follow certain standards. So this is where only good comes in. It has got an artificial intelligence backed software where it can integrate with all suppliers, bring data into one collated platform. It can be segregated into each supplier and it can be aggregated to bring out the reporting. So let's look into the reporting format in my next video where I talk how the whole reporting works and how you can solve this problem, make it simple. This whole complex problem of BRSR, value chain, supplier network can be simplified, and this bottleneck can actually be converted into opportunities. So let's watch out for the next video. Thank you.